I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A proposal to build a residential and retail complex off Galley Hill Road in the town of Deerpark continues to come under fire. The town zoning board is looking at the application from Chinese national Maria Yu Tai for 27 commercial spaces and 7 buildings with apartments above the storefronts. It would be located near the Dragon Springs Buddhist religious retreat that sits on 427 acres off Galley Hill. That development also created waves in the Cutterbackville area. Local Deerpark resident John Clark says the plans for residential and retail development, along with hundreds of parking spaces off the road, would create a host of problems for the rural neighborhood.
And if you look at this road and you look at the rural character, this is all 1- and 2-family houses. On this end of the road there's between 7 and 9 houses. The middle of the road is 25 houses, and there's 31 at the end of the road. And we're talking 3 separate districts now, zoning districts, that they've put into the new zoning as of March of 2013. This is not appropriate for land that abuts a beautiful lake, Lake Helen. There's federal wetlands in here. And then we have a railroad property going up. Norfolk Southern owns that property. And it's just an overreach, a huge overreach.
The Deerpark Zoning Board will continue to invite public comment on the proposed development until September 18th. If the application gets the green light there, the town's planning board will schedule its own public hearing. Town of Crawford police officers and members of the Orange County Sheriff's Special Operations Group had come to the Bullville Road home in the town of Crawford to serve a family court order of protection. What they found, they say, was a marijuana grow operation. Deputies spotted the marijuana plants as they served the order of protection to the resident, 52-year-old Bartley Smith. He ran off but was quickly taken into custody. Inside, police found 76 marijuana plants worth roughly $20,000, along with high-density growth lights, dry marijuana, and chemicals and literature for the growth of marijuana. Smith was charged with growing cannabis and was sent to Orange County Jail on $2,500 bail. Meantime, in Ulster County, an investigation into marijuana growing has resulted in the arrest of a Town of Ulster woman. Town of Ulster and Kingston police officers executed a search warrant at the Gulf Terrace home of 36-year-old Jessica Barnwell. And during their search, deputies reportedly seized numerous marijuana plants and a substantial amount of the drug MDMA, known as Molly. Barnwell was charged with the felonies of criminal possession of a controlled substance and criminal possession of marijuana. The former Horton Hospital building in Middletown may house more than just the Touro College Medical School at some point down the road. Touro College of Osteopathic Medicine began classes for its first class of students in Middletown back in late July. Touro did a $25 million renovation to convert the old Horton building into a medical college. Today, at the first annual Orange County Cares Healthcare Symposium, County Executive Steve Neuhaus said discussions are underway to bring a pediatric cancer care unit to the Touro campus.
And these are the initial discussions, but I am 100% convinced that this could happen, and literally the only thing that can screw this up is the politicians, which scares me, but I think we can get through it. People think about pediatric cancer, they either think of New York City or St. Jude's in Texas. How wonderful would it be to be able to treat kids here at home so they could be close to their families and give them professional care, and at the same time marry them with the local medical students to give them the hands-on experience they need. It's just a wonderful win-win thing, and literally I'll tell you right now, the only thing that could screw that up is probably politicians.
Neuhaus also said there are talks to possibly relocate the county's medical examiner facility, now housed in the modular units in Goshen, to the Touro campus. And on the topic of health care, Neuhaus said the county's health and community agencies may be able to help local businesses that have been laying off and cutting back the hours of their workers because of concerns with the impact of the Affordable Care Act.
What they can do is get creative with this, because they have the apparatus. Like you look at Crystal Run Healthcare, you look at Newburgh Community Health Center. These people have a lot of staff. They handle people on a regular basis, so they can say, whoa, employer, before you start laying off people or before you start reducing people, hear us out for an hour. Let's make some type of cooperative agreement. Maybe we'll put a physician in your facility once a week to give your employees a care. So you're not reducing the health care, but you're just changing the way it's being done. It's being done done in-house, like Amy's Kitchen's model, rather than cutting it out completely and saying, hey, I'm getting out of this, and then I'm reducing people to way part-time.
Today's symposium at SUNY Orange in Newburgh brought together officials in various health-related fields to discuss ways to improve services, avoid duplication, and set goals to improve access and quality in the delivery of health care in Orange County. Among the people in the news today, Dr. Donald Catt, the president of SUNY Ulster. Dr. Catt has announced that he's retiring effective August 2015. Catt has been SUNY Ulster president since 2001. He has been on staff at the college for more than 40 years, serving in a number of roles, including Director of Student Activities and Chief Academic Officer. College's Board of Trustees will begin a national search for a successor. Police have arrested a Hamlet of Wallkill couple for harboring a fugitive. Detectives went to the Plains Road home of Logan Blond and Crystal Kelder to arrest a suspect wanted on felony charges by Town of Montgomery Police and the State Office of Parole. Police say Blond and Kelder told them the suspect wasn't there. He was later found hiding in an upstairs closet and taken into custody after a brief struggle. Charges filed against the pair include hindering prosecution. Blond was additionally charged with possession of oxycodone, and Crystal Kelder was also charged with obstructing governmental administration for placing a barrier across the front door in an attempt to prevent police access to the residence. And the ribbon was cut during dedication ceremonies last evening at the SUNY Orange Middletown campus for the official opening of the college's new $40 million state-of-the-art Science and Engineering Center. The Rowley Center for Science and Engineering puts the college's STEM courses, science, technology, engineering, and math under one roof. The Rowley Center was built on the site of the former Sarah Wells Hall. And to maintain the Sarah Wells connection, the cafe in the basement of the center is named for Wells, in Orange County, a pioneer who arrived in the area back in the 1700s. Sunday will be the better day weather-wise this weekend. Saturday will be cloudy and muggy with the threat of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. The high Saturday will be up around 90 degrees. Sunday will be mostly sunny, more comfortable, with temperatures expected to top out around 80 degrees. We'll stay in touch with what's happening by reading the Times-Herald Record this weekend and stay connected to breaking news all weekend long right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.